Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Hello, everyone. It's your local Green Kaijin here. We are
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. We're good. We're good. We're good. It is, what is it, episode 2 already?
Yep.
Wow. Um, I'm honestly astonished that we have already in episode 2 because usually when it comes to podcasts like this, we just kind of like just stop. Because there have been many failed attempts here and there from others that we won't
Yeah.
mention them by name, but there have been many attempts, but it just never went off
Never
because
happened, mostly
it just
because
never
they're
happened.
just never happened because they were too lazy or were not interested.
Yeah, it really just boils down to that. Like, I mean, again, a lot of people have lives, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, honestly, man, like this whole week has been just a wacky, just full of wackiness, man. Like it's really just like just a bunch of wackiness. And hey, guess what today is? It is
What?
June.
Oh.
It is now
It's
June, ladies and
June.
gentlemen. Yeah, happy Pride Month to all those people out there that are not
Depends
weirdos and that
on
are
what you're
not child
celebrating.
molesters or that are not predators. Yeah, if you're none of those things, you're an alright guy. But if you are one of those things, then holy crap, I hope you die in the depths of hell. Um, but, but regardless of that, yeah, it is that time of the rainbow season, I guess you could call it. I don't even know what the hell you want to call it. It's a whole
It's
spill.
Pride
Um,
Month.
it's Pride Month, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
but anyway,
You
though,
either celebrate Pride Month or Jurassic June. I forgot Jurassic June was the
Jurassic
thing.
June, yeah, that's. I mean, I've always like kind of like remember about that. Like, that's like the first thing that comes up. It's like I've been seeing just a bunch of like posts lately of like both, not just on Twitter, but like on Instagram and a few other places where just like, oh my gosh, guys, June is coming. Prepare yourselves. And it's like, oh my gosh, bro. Like that's the thing about it, man. It's kind of like it's like a bit of like a jokingly but also negative connotation with that, obviously for many things. But
Mm-hmm.
like, it is what it is, you know. So I mean, there's that. In other
Mm-hmm.
news, I went to Burger King and I found out that they're doing a How to Train Your Dragon collab. Did you know that?
Yeah. I just ate two of them, like
Bro, like
yesterday.
I was like not expecting it, and when I went over there, I was just like, "Yo, what? Motherfuckers were $18, bro. They were
18
$18 for one burger of what I forgot what it was. It was like the
mozzarella
uh
sticks. Yeah,
toothless something. It was toothless theme.
yeah, it
The
was the
burger wasn't
mozzarella.
black. The burger wasn't black. Just to remind you, it was like a red bun, but like it was essentially a Whopper with bacon on it and everything else. The usual thing you would get from a burger. It's that.
Hmm.
But the only special thing about it is that it is How to Train Your Dragon themed, and I tried some of that, and it was actually, it was pretty good. I mean, there was nothing. I mean, again, it just had the look of it. It like there was nothing changed from it. It was essentially the same exact thing, just with oh, here's some red bread to represent fire for the burger, and then here's a box of toothless with just regular spicy cheese sticks or whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
mozzarella sticks.
mozzarella sticks, yeah. And then the lemonade, I don't know what it was. I forgot it was. It was like a pink lemonade. That one was pretty good, I guess. But yeah, I tried that, and honestly, it was cool.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it tastes the same for me. Like the mozzarella sticks. Only difference is they spicing it up a bit.
Yeah, it probably would have helped like that. But yeah, honestly though, we have a lot to discuss because we've just been coming across a lot of wackiness lately, man. Again, this
Yeah.
whole week has just been nothing but wackiness. So it is what it is. Actually, let's see
Yeah.
here. uh This is okay. I'm gonna bring you to my bed soon, motherfucker. Yo, bro, who you talking to in the chat, man?
Detroit's in the
That's
call.
Detroit,
I mean, the
bro.
chat. Yeah.
Detroit's always a fun guy to hang out, man.
Yeah.
He's always a vibe. But anyway, though. But anyway, though, speaking of vibes, bro, the one thing that I despise is a vibe killer. And there's something that I want to touch upon of a certain plushie that apparently killed the vibes of all of its fans because of how mid and ugly it looks.
I want to. Okay, all right. You want me to share screen?
yeah, share screen it, bro. Let's get
Alright,
into it,
hold
bro.
All right, hold on. Let me. You can't take that serious when you say something like that. All right.
Well, I mean,
All
yeah,
right.
I mean, when you look, okay, when the audience looks at it, they're gonna see how just ugly it looks, man. Because I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know too much about the like. I think it's from
Class 09.
Class 09. I've never played that game, nor have I ever heard of it, but I've seen clips roaming around, and it's essentially one of those edgier anime wannabe type fucking cartoons that people make a lot.
Just call it like American anime or
Yeah,
just cartoon.
but like,
just cartoon, because if I can remember, anime just means like cartoon in Japan or something.
yeah, essentially that. So I mean, obviously people are gonna be like, "Oh no, it's not a cartoon if it's not from anime." It's like, nigga, who fucking cares, bro? In the end of the day, kaiju means monster or strange beast. Am I just gonna be constantly calling things strange beasts here and there? No, I'm gonna call it a monster because it's a monster in the end of the day.
Yeah, that's like calling a horse a kaiju.
No, that's like calling a horse I don't know, a mule because they look alike. It's like, nah, a mule or a donkey. They're not alike, man. Anyway, yeah. Put the full screen on that thing. We gotta get a full gotta get a full immersion with this crap, man.
All right, we're gonna play the video. That's the most ugliest thing I ever seen.
I don't know, man. It's like something about it just doesn't look right? Like it just doesn't. It has this look of just like non-effort. Like, here's the thing, right? I wouldn't know crap about making plushies, right? I'm not trying to sound like I'm a freaking expert at making stuff like that. I understand how difficult it could be to make these kind of stuff, like in a production standpoint. But like, I've seen way better. I've seen way better fan-made plushies for their fans and all that. Like, yeah. I don't know, man. Like this, I don't know, bro. It just doesn't look appealing. I don't really see a lot of people really like getting this. I'll be honest. And like, obviously, after this, you'll see in the comments, a lot of people just feel that same way.
Yeah, the funniest thing that you mentioned that when I clicked on this to open it so we can watch the video, the Twitter account says sold out, and that means that too. And I also need to sign into my Twitter account to see the comment section.
Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, let's continue watching the video. Wait, who is this plushie supposed to be? According to
our guy over here, he says that its name is Nicole, I guess. That's her name, Nicole.
This bitch?
Yeah, that bitch. That I don't know. I don't know. I don't know I don't know anything about fucking 09 school, class 09 or something, but like
09 Nicole. Hold on, I think. Yeah, that's the bitch. That looks nothing like her. Oh,
that's her. Is that supposed to be her?
Yeah, that's supposed to be her.
Wait, this cartoon girl
is supposed
to be that plushie?
Yeah.
What? Wait. Hold on. Why does her design look different?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That looks nothing alike. Where the fuck did the fucking handcuff came from on that plushie? Because it's not.
I don't know, bro. That's crazy. So I guess they're just staring back and forth at one another.
No, I'm just like playing a video like back and forth. For, let's just finish the video, then we'll like check on the comics by. Yeah.
Yeah, this is honestly though. This is so. Okay, so I mean, I will say like the animation. Whoa! Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. Oh my gosh! I actually wait. Was that gun there? Wait. Oh my gosh.
Was it there? No, it was not.
It
was
wasn't
not
there.
It was.
I
not
will
there.
say. I was going to say after I got.
You got shot.
The animation looked nice, but again, it doesn't save the reputation of this plushie, man. I don't know, man. This is I don't know, man. Like again, I'm not trying to sound like a guy that like fucking knows shit because I don't know how to make a plushie. I don't know the process of making a plushie. However, at the same time, I've seen plushies that were made for fans look way better. Like it's this is just I don't know, man. I feel like they could have done way more with it. I guess this is what I'm trying to say.
Also have it resemble the actual fucking character you're going.
Exactly, for. It doesn't look nothing like her. That's supposed to be her, bro. Like I don't understand that. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Buy it on It's Not 90s. That's crazy, bro. All right. Where's the comments, man?
Hold on, I gotta turn off the share screening and sign in.
Yeah, do that.
All
right. But jeez, man, I don't know, man. I will say though, like I guess according to what you mentioned, right? Like they sold out or something like that.
Yeah, the Twitter account said they just sold out.
I don't know, man. I kind of find that hard to believe. Like, or maybe they did, man. I don't know, bro. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with like today's like fan base nowadays. It's like they have to get everything relating to like a certain fan character or something. So it's like it's a never-ending slope.
I signed into my Twitter. Yeah, I can agree to that. All right, I have signed into my Twitter. Let's go to the comment sections.
Let's look at the comments.
What the fuck is this?
Is that an
so
ad?
Gay? Yeah, it just gave me a gay ad.
Yo, Jerry, what are you trying to say here, bro?
I don't use Twitter. What do you mean?
Bro, I don't know, bro. Anyway, I have class of 09. That was my first thought when I saw this too. I own what? Okay, I can enlarge on the screen here.
Hold on.
I have it's something I have to go through my settings, but
Oh no, I got this. Okay.
Okay. All right. I think
better like this.
Yeah. I love Class 09. That was my first thought when I saw this too. I own many makeshift plushies and they all look better than this. Dude, that's crazy when a person flexes about how their plushie is superior to yours, man.
I didn't realize Fantastic Four is like trending right now.
Bro, it's probably because of all the I don't know, Silver Surfer people.
Yeah. What does it look like that?
Why does it look like that? Bro, this looks better. I bought this new Joker plushie.
It looks like a fucking stick man.
Dude, I swear.
Right, oh my gosh. It's not even the right hair color. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's not even the right hair color.
Yeah, why is it brown? If that's supposed to be, oh my gosh, there's like so much wrong with this plushie. I don't understand it. It's Is there more in the comments?
It's giving. It's referencing the one scene from Regular Show.
Oh my god. Or that
episode. Where they're trying to make toys of the cast and the toys looks fucking awful. Funniest thing is that's a reference to the real life toys. The real life toys actually look like that.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna check if there's more. What is this? It reminds me of those fuck ass. What? Was that
Shipping.
okay? Right.
This is a bootleg plushie.
Oh,
You know what though? Honestly, that plushie looks way better than freaking what's her name, Nicole's plushie.
Nicole
Because
Plushie.
like at the very least, that knockoff or that bootleg is bigger. It looks bigger. It looks like actually nicely made. And the other one is like what 2 cups taller, or it's like a size of a it's the size of a
It's the
Coca-Cola
size of-
can.
I think it was the size of the gun too, because the gun was laying next to it.
Yeah, it's a freaking small ass freaking plushie. And it's
hold
and
on.
like I don't know if you want to click on their website, but like
No, I don't.
you can
I don't
see
want
they
to.
have the pricing of how much it is.
Yeah, it's about the size of a gun. Look, like if you
Look at
compare
that.
it,
Look how small it is. Are you
dude, my
serious?
dog can easily chew on that. The ugliest plushies I ever
Like
seen.
I don't know if you're gonna click on the link, but I don't even think there is one, but
No,
I
'cause this is
remember
still on
looking at
True
it. It was like $60 something, I think, or probably even more.
It's just below. It's in the bio.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's waste my money on this. It's already
Bro,
sold out. I told you
how
it's
much is
sold
it?
out.
$27.99.
$27.99.
$27.99. That's okay.
fuck is
I
this
was
bad?
I don't know. I thought it was gonna be 60. I thought it was 60. I
I
think it
wouldn't be
was because of the pledge
surprised.
thing. But I don't know. I guess people want a inaccurate interpretation of a favorite character. That's I don't know.
This looks like a cousin of Nicole. The plushie is 7 inches tall. Supports
7 inches tall, dude. Are you
It
serious?
says it right here. Nicole plush is 7 inches tall.
My God. Wow. But anyway, that still doesn't change the fact how ugly it looks. Because people just do not like. Obviously, just they do not like it.
What the fuck?
Are people even making fun of it here?
Yeah, hold on. Someone has the thing. $58 for a 7-inch plushie is absolutely diabolical. Please do the future. Please do the future drop for this after the trade wars is done. And it has a picture of Nicole.
Oh my
$27.
God.
Shipping is
Dude,
$30.
subtotal $27.99. Shipping $30. Tax $0. Total 57. Oh my gosh. Think about it.
Jonathan, I can't take it anymore.
Dude, like think about it. People are wanting to spend that amount in total for this flipping plushie, and like it's just that's actually wild. $57.99 for this plushie, and it's just insane that the fact that they're able to do this is so like insane, because I've seen better plushies before, better plushies, better manufactured and all that, and like this, not only does the character not look like it's supposed to look like, but it also just it doesn't even look good at all. Like there have been way better looking plushies out there. This ain't it, chat. It's just ain't it.
Not it. It is not it.
But I don't know. There was also a link I sent also where it's like where I showcase a better representation of
Oh, I thought you were gonna
good
make
plushie.
fun of. I thought you were gonna make fun of that one too.
Nah,
I
this
thought we were gonna do
one.
that.
Well, I mean, we can riff on it, I guess, but it's like at the same
We
time,
can riff on it.
like this
I
one
wanna check
actually looks
more.
better.
Yeah, before we do, I want to check more of the comment section. How dare you? They brought what? They bought in pairs. They are bought in pairs. They said.
That's okay. That's weird.
All right. If you laugh, you go to hell. Could have done better.
Could have done better.
Kind of hope this gets cloned and sold on AliExpress. Expect it likely the clone will actually look nice. I wouldn't be surprised because I've seen better.
China has been
like that.
picking up their game, bro. They've been like packing in, making better just stuff lately in terms of collectibles.
Yeah. Of course, there's gonna be a Godzilla one.
Oh my gosh.
I am not surprised. Like
There, bro.
everywhere.
I don't know what's scarier, bro. The fact that people bought this plushie, or the fact that there's Godzilla fans who watch Class 09 and that are fans of the show.
Hey man, I started as a Sonic fan. Now I'm a Godzilla fan. I know I like
I don't
both.
know. People have their ways, man. People just have ways of like just implementing other fandoms to something. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
wacky.
it looks like shit, like your unfunny Reddit slop show. Oh, I haven't seen the show, so I don't know what to
I
say
don't
to
know
that.
anything about that either.
Watch the Jars and Jeffries. What the fuck is that? Got the Smurf. Would you guys do an Emily one? They're probably gonna ruin that one too.
Yeah, honestly, bro, like maybe they should like take this as like a lesson learned and like produce a better plushie.
Yeah, or
Like
let's check
this
out the
is
one.
because honestly, if they were to do that so soon right now, it's like it'd be bad, terrible.
Yeah, fucking hell. Or let's check out the other one.
Yeah, this is a link. This is something of a actual good plushie that I'm subscribed to this person, and no, I did not buy this plushie or freaking put any stock in it, but like this is still like a better looking plushie. Like I could see people being like, "Yo, this plushie is actually cool." I could see people hanging around with it.
I mean, yeah, like the plushie looks good. Oh, they made like the little plushie for the hippo guy too.
Exactly. And
Should
not to
I?
mention this guy in particular, he has some really just amazing stop motion. Like
Oh yeah,
they're really clean.
yeah. He has a weird assassination with femboys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, that's way too much.
Yeah, it's way too much, man. We're not that type of people, bro. This shit ain't it, Chet.
Yeah. Do I? Yeah, I don't know how they managed to add like that onto the plushie because I never seen a plushie with that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole process of it, I guess. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly though, when it comes down to it though, it's like producing plushies is like from what I've heard is a very difficult thing to do, especially with like the materials that you need. Because like the materials aren't cheap, as with
Yeah.
anything else that you're trying to make, or like with art or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean it's a crazy thing. It really is.
Hello. Hello. I haven't checked the comments. Oh, the comments. Detroit said, "What the hell is that? She looks so disappointed." And then he says, "Accidentally leaks his password." Fucking hell.
Oh, when he was signing in and shit.
Yeah.
That shit crazy with the chat.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it hell. All right. Yeah, I can admit this is like a better plushie than the previous one we saw. Two at least. I mean, this one is just a hippo, so you could
Yeah,
just
that one
make it.
comes in for free. That's a free plushie. Like that's not even
Oh, okay.
included with the girl, I think.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell.
Honestly, wacky, man.
It is wacky. Fucking hell. Alright.
What the hell? Oh, there you go. But yeah, honestly though, like that's like one of the wacky things that I've seen of like a plushie that is hate. It's not really hated, but like it has brought disappointment with its fans. Like that's something like at the very least you don't see a lot. Or actually, no, I take that back. You see that a lot with a lot of like celebrities or like fan or like big content creators when they try to do something outside of the box and then like their fan base just doesn't. It's like, nah, bro, nah, stop what you're doing. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff.
For real, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
I think
All
I
right.
believe what is the next? Okay, so this one
It's
in particular.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my
So
best
okay,
to.
I want
I'm
to
gonna.
I want to stress this right now. What we're about to discuss to the people, to like how many people are watching right now? Not a
To.
lot of people. Two people. I
Mhm.
just want to stress this right now. This is a very touchy subject, and there's just it was once a discussion about about who you are and who you choose to believe about yourself or something like that, and then it just kind of went downhill in a rabbit hole of insanity. Like the amount of information that came out about all of this person is insane. So if you can, Jerry, please showcase the link here.
I want to try my best to explain it because I don't know if you heard him walked in, but my cousin's dad just arrived and he's going crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to explain it. All
Okay.
right, hold on. Let me at least like get the all your links open because I have like a few of them open right now.
Okay.
All right. All right. Jeez, you have like a lot of tweet for this.
Well, I
All right,
mean, to be fair,
that's
it's
the
just
end of
like a
it.
bunch of things that
All right.
it's crazy, man.
Oh,
It's
I can't
really
wait for
crazy.
fucking I can't wait for what was his name? Toku Kaiju. Because I remember I couldn't hear what Toku said, but he said something about like how um how before people transitioning they're not bad guys or something like that. I can't wait for that fucker to try to defend this shit. All
Bro,
right,
like I
all right,
don't
let's
know,
do
man.
this.
It's
Yeah.
honestly insane with the amount of crap about it, dude.
Yeah. Here's the thing too. I think I remember seeing this. I don't remember when, but I remember seeing it. Hold on. Put this up. Actually, yeah, let's just have it in full screen. Here it is. It's a pretty view.
It is a pretty view. So,
Yeah.
to give some context, ladies and gentlemen, this how old is he? They say people say that he's 16 or 17 years old. Um, he goes by
Mhm.
Charlotte, and
Charlotte.
Charlotte. This person ended up taking their own life
Oh damn.
because of the fact that they transitioned and the amount of people essentially kind of like I don't know fully of the context, I'll be honest. All I know is that she took her own life because the way they because she transitioned into being what she felt inside, and just yeah. I mean, you guys can, I feel like people could just kind of like put in the puzzle pieces together and like kind of understand why that happened.
I mean, I'm gonna say this right now. Like I said this in my Matt. I mean, not Matt Pat. My Mac Frank video. I don't agree with minor transition, but here's the thing, though. I'm willing to put that to the side because this was an actual person that just died because whatever the hell happened.
I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Like, when it comes to a discussion like that of like minors, like for me, it's
Hmm.
like if they're like like they're like 1 to 12 years old or something, then it's like, or like at the very least like 1 through like 14 or something.
Hmm.
Like that is when like I don't know. You just there's a line you can't cross, and it's in the end of the day, it's really just up to the parents' like decision. But at the same time, it also leads to the decision of the child itself. Like again, this is a very like very like this is like a big discussion, but
Hmm.
like at the same time, it's like what it boils down to in the end of the day, like in short for us, it's like, at least for me, at least it's like it's something that the parents themselves need to discuss with their child. Do they really feel like this? Do they really have this belief that they think they're a boy or a girl?
Yeah, and I said this in the video that, in my personal opinion, if I was a parent, I'd rather let them like decide for themselves, and once they get older, like when they turn 18, that's when I can help them get the proper materials they need to be the opposite gender.
Exactly. Like it really just, again, it really just boils down to that.
Hmm.
Um, However, at the same time, there's obviously a huge drift about that because again, there are weirdos in the transgender community that I have noticed.
I
And
know.
that's just not me saying it because I freaking hate, or I have like a hate thing for them or anything like that, because I don't. It's mainly because it's all over the place. You see it all online, how they act around children, how they act around adults, how they act and everything like that. They act like spoiled brats
Oh,
with
tell me
no
about
sense of
it.
control. They all act like their life is an anime. It's a whole cringe fest with those type of people. I'm not saying that all people are like that, because that's the thing we always have to acknowledge, is that not everyone is a creep, not everyone is a weirdo. The
Yeah, like we
yeah,
said in the last podcast, like I said this in the beginning of that first podcast. What my mama told me, just because a few bad apples are there, those bad apples should not represent a whole community of apples.
exactly, and it just shouldn't be the case with that.
Hmm.
So, um, but obviously, there are those people who just don't really see things that way, and they believe that everyone is the same no matter what, which is a very there's a word for it, a very like kind of like evil way of looking at that. That's even a way of saying it, but it just doesn't really go that way, man. It really doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
And for what it's worth, I've never met this guy or this person. I've never met this girl, guy, whoever this person transitioned into. I don't know too much about this person, but in the end of the day, you don't deserve. You just shouldn't.
No.
Like in the end of the day, you are worth a lot. You are worth millions. You should not, like, no matter how low you think of yourself, no matter how negatively you think of yourself, the last thing you should be thinking about is taking your own life, because in the end of the day, everyone has a chance of living. Everyone has one life in this world, and that is something that should not be taken away from you, whether by your own hands or by someone else's hands, because in the end of the day, we all live in this crazy world, and we just have to survive in it.
Hmm.
And I know the online world and the world itself, and to some extent, is a messed up place, but sometimes you got to get thicker skin and just kind of kind of kind of deal with it. Like
Yeah.
there is no other way of putting it other than to say that the killing yourself is the last, should be like, just never should it should just never be an option. It just
Hmm.
should not be an option at all.
Hmm. Yeah. Should we check the comments, or
I mean,
is it
there's
just me?
other posts. There's like some retweets that people have made about discussing about it.
Oh no, I think she referenced it too. I just scrolled down and Charlotte says long way down. That
Yeah, there
that
you go. Yeah,
that. Oh god,
that's it.
Jesus
So
Christ.
on this post, I actually forgot to mention, on this post specifically, you could scroll down to the comments of, like, you could like just look at the amount of people that are just trolling this individual.
Hmm. For
And
fuck's
apparently this
sake, stone
person,
costs.
yeah, Stone Toss apparently made a comic based off of it. And here's the thing, all of this happened May 2nd. This all happened last month on the 2nd of May.
Oh,
Like we just started noticing this like weeks later and all that.
mm, may you rest in peace. I can agree with that.
Yeah, there you go.
To comment on this, Jesus. What
It's
is
crazy, man.
oh,
Like again, like the comments are just for some reason just so like I don't understand it.
mm-hmm.
Like I don't get the like I get it, like there are people that just don't really like a certain like subgenre of people or something like that. Like they don't like a certain people's way of living and all that. But in the end of the day, it's not your life to live. That's not your life, it's theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Like I feel like the only way it'll affect your life is if they affect it for you. Like if they literally like they would literally have to go up to you and like punch you in the face.
Dox
Like
you
that
or
that
yeah.
would be a moment where it's like, yeah, you're messing with me. So therefore I'm gonna kick your ass or some shit. But like if this
Mhm.
person's just doing their own thing and like kind of just not doing anything harmful, not just saying not saying or trying to promote anything disgusting or vile, that's their business. But yeah, just looking through the
Okay.
comments here, man. This is crazy. Reading these replies has genuinely make me sick to my stomach. May you rest in peace.
Evil Sky in
Evil.
the comics.
That's crazy. Look at that.
Fucking hell. Oh yeah, there's this picture which we might get to in a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna apparently like again like the rabbit hole behind this person's trail on the internet. It's a rabbit hole, and I'll
Mhm.
be honest with you. Like there are from what I've seen, from what I've read and all that. It seems like there are no good people. This person Charlotte had no good people in his life. It seemed like he had not. This person had like nothing but
Oh,
enablers.
well, hold on. Charlotte is a female. That's what it says on her bio. I just noticed it.
Okay, all right. So she has had
Hmm.
nothing but enablers in her life.
Hmm.
Like it was just nothing but just people piling on things, trying to coddle her, trying to say like, "Oh, this is how it is. Oh, it's okay. Oh no, it's gonna be okay." And it's like they kind of like dupe her into like thinking like this is like normal to do certain things. Like they're like obviously we'll get into that because yeah, but like it's crazy. It's really crazy how everything of that is, man.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's check out the one here.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
weak
all of
one.
you disgust me. You provided nothing valid to the world. You brag about Jesus, but don't have a single sympathy bone in your body. The blood in your hands doesn't faze you. You're all cowards and sociopaths, scared children in the bodies as adults. I'm gonna say this right now. Um, as a Christian Catholic, I don't support this type of behavior, going around insulting people because of who they are. Because you'd be surprised when I say this in the Bible, God said you are not the judge, so you're not allowed to like judge people or say crazy stuff like that because that's technically a sin in His book. So the people who are like quote unquote Christians and are doing this type of stuff, I'm gonna let you guys know that you're not doing the right thing. Even then, that's not your business. That's their business.
The and I just want to say this also as a Catholic believer. I like obviously I live in a Catholic household and like I was raised to just respect certain boundaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, like there are moments where it's like we don't really like kind of support when it comes to certain like people's beliefs or like what they want to be and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the same time, we're not gonna go out of our way to like be like, oh no, man, you're going to hell. You're gonna die in hell for being gay. Oh, you're gonna die in hell for being trans or whatever. Or like that's just not something that was taught. And here's another thing too that also kind of irks me a lot is the fact of like certain like there's a subgroup of Christians and Catholics where they follow the Bible in a very cultic in a very cultist like manner. And they believe and like they constantly try to like shove things down people's throats that they can't really be a certain thing, they can't do a certain thing because the Bible
Mm-hmm.
says so. I I am sort of on this on I'm an individual that believes the words of the Bible as well, but like I'm not in any way where it's like I have to like it's my mission to like to like warn the people, to like tell the people like, oh, you're gonna die in hell for being this and that. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works. And the fact that there, like, I see a bunch of these like these Catholics and Christians that like go out of their way to like bombard a bunch of hateful stuff towards a person just because they want to be a certain way is disgusting. And
Mhm.
honestly, quite frankly, that it's something that not even Jesus himself has like mentioned at all. Like
Mhm.
his words have never been discussing of hatred towards your neighbor. It's always been, you know, love thy neighbor like thyself and always respect one another. Um it's just, it really just does not fit with that. And it really, like, to me as a Catholic, you know, I really just despise that. I despise how they manipulate sort of the ways of how they believe, and like it just, it's not how it is, man. And not to
Yeah.
mention, we're living in the 21st century. It is not the 18, it's not 300 BC. It's not, we're not living in the Stone Age anymore. Maybe back then that's how it worked, but we aren't in those times anymore. Times are changing, and you know, we have to sort of pretty much sort of revisit some of those teachings and only like pick, and I would say we have to follow the teachings that would work out in today's climate.
Mhm.
Because even then though, there are some things in the Bible where it's like, you know, very very um not really something that a lot of people will follow, but you know, again, it is in the Bible and stuff. But regardless, it really just, again, it really pisses me off that there are some people out there with with that believe in God that would go out of the way to just sh- shout out this type of this person.
Mhm. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I really don't like those type of Christians.
It's disgusting.
Mhm. All
And
right.
then there's a, okay, I
Here's
can
the
read
other
this
one.
one.
All right.
Charlotte has been confirmed deceased by the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Charlotte was 17 years old, survived by her mother, father, younger brother, and both maternal and paternal grandparents. No parent should ever feel the pain of outliving their child. I think there was more, I think.
The replies are
Outliving the
filled.
child. The replies are filled with vile people celebrating the death of a child. I pray they all repent and come to Christ.
Mhm.
Honestly, it really just disgusts me. It really, this just, it's disgusting how like people like this can just be like that, man. It's honestly crazy.
Yeah. Like a 17-year-old, like they're not even close to the adult, and they're already. Oh my
And
gosh! Like,
this person was gonna be like 18 or something.
yeah.
But like even then though, like still, like, it's just I don't get it. I don't get why people go out of the way to do this. Like, what do you stand to gain from all that? Like, just, I don't understand people. I just don't understand people in general, man. That's
Yeah.
just, I don't get it.
It's just. I don't know. I think it's just like some kind of like phobia or not phobia. I forgot what it's called, but it's that feeling that once you get that feeling you want more of it, and you're not going to stop until you get that same feeling. And I think this is the case right here. Like they
Hmm.
think they're in the right, so they want to be constantly in the right by doing something they know they won't be in the right for. If that makes any sense.
I think I think I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, dopamine. I think that's what it's called. Dopamine. Oh God, I hate this one.
This one was submitted by someone who was, I guess this was the very first meme, I guess,
That's
of
not even a
the.
meme. That's just an attack right there.
That's just someone like I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know if it's like an attack, but like it's more of just like something someone just blatantly making fun of a person's death by like representing them like this, and like I don't know, man. Like this is, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I really don't get
That.
it.
No, because I can tell this is an attack because you're using like a stereotype for trans people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we got replies.
Yeah, and the
I think
replies.
it's funny because I think it's funny how they try to equal what
Equate
equate anti-Semitism
anti-Semitism.
to mental illness when there is far more evidence of the white hate being linked to all sorts of social and mental disorders. He shares a picture of Charlotte saying white genocide. Okay, even I'm gonna say this right now. I don't. I like you can disagree on someone when they say crazy shit like that. Like I generally um, disagree with the whole white genocide thing because that's just fucking racism, and we don't need that shit with crazy shit like this. And I don't think having someone to kill themselves because you disagree with what they say, even though it's a fucked up thing, but they have the right to say it. I don't think it's just they deserve death because of what they said. Like I disagree with them. Like I don't think there should be a
Yeah,
genocide. I honestly think everyone should be respected for who they are and not because of the color of the skin or the rate or the sex of their character.
I don't know, man. Like honestly, when I saw this shit, like it was just like honestly, yeah. Like I don't agree with Charlotte in this screenshot, and this is apparently a actual screenshot from one of her replies from like months ago before she took her life. Where she mentioned about white genocide, like that's not good. That's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's I don't give a fuck if it's a fucking joke or anything like that. You just don't say that shit. It's not fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
And this
No,
person over here is saying great replacement soon, and then they're like, oh, let's go, and it's just like, nah, bro. Like
it's
we don't need that
just
shit here, bro.
mhm.
Like again, like again, like like it's I feel bad for her that she took her that she took herself out like that. But like it's
Mhm.
just it's not good to be saying racial shit like that either. And even then, to a certain
Mhm.
extent, it's like I also see a lot of people saying this person said this about white genocide, like, oh, like, now we have a reason to make fun of her for killing herself. Like, no, like
No.
you guys aren't doing anything good. She didn't do anything good with that comment that she said about white genocide. There is
Mhm.
there is no good side here. There's no other good reason to this. This person took like you could be upset about it. You could be like, "Oh man, this person, bro, I kind of don't like what this person said."
Yeah,
But like you
but
can't like make that as an excuse to be like, "Oh, I could freaking go out of my way and make fun of a child's suicide."
and that's the thing too. Like that's a child. So honestly, when she starts growing up, she's probably going to look back on this and say, "Oh, I don't agree with this," because your opinion changed over time. So if she was still alive today, she would have a different opinion.
She would have.
Mhm.
Only time would have told, honestly, but still though,
Mhm.
it's just not a good reason to even like be saying stuff like that.
No, I agree. That's not even a good reason. Oh, and there's people defending that too. It's a joke, retard. They're joking. Okay, but here's the thing though. Where's the punchline? I see no punchline. This is
There
literally
is no
someone saying,
punchline.
yeah, this is someone literally like stating how whites should die because of the past and shit like that. I'm gonna say this right now. The past should not represent the future. The future should represent the future, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
There
Shit
is no
is
white hate. There is no white genocide. I don't know if there is a genocide, but I do know there's like racism going around, and we should not
Oh
be
yeah,
told. We should
the
not be.
white
We should
people, the
not.
white people of today are turning it are like essentially the black people of the '60s.
Yeah, like
I don't know how, and I'm going to mention this too because there's a lot of people always bring up Martin Luther King, how they twist his words and say how he was talking about getting rid of whites when in reality that's not what he said. He said we should respect people for the character, not the color of their skin. And I can't believe we still have people doing this type of shit. And don't Jews hate white? I'm done. No, I can't go any further. I'm getting fucking pissed at that. Like,
Okay, yeah. There's another picture of a follow up to that picture, I think, of a Pepe the Frog, I think.
Oh no, it's just more response.
Yeah,
Like,
that's another response.
Okay, we got the Pepe the Frog one here. We'll look into that later. Charlotte Fosgate I think they meant to put has been confirmed dead found near the bridge. She took this picture and people are fucking celebrating because she's transgender. I hope all the people write about the afterlife because it means they'll burn forever. Rest in peace, Charlotte.
I can agree because, like, saying like awful shit to the point you cause someone to suicide, even for like opinions like that. Like, I can agree. I don't agree with Charlotte's opinion, but they should not be killed because of an opinion. That's like this shit we are dealing with right now where if you say something you don't agree with, like for example we'll talk about that later, so I'm not going to mention it right now, but let's just say something like I'm trying to okay, let's just say for example I don't like waffles. And then all of a sudden I'm getting attacked for that because I spread my opinion. Like, it then like to the point where those get me depressed and then I do what Charlotte does. Like, you don't do that to people because that's wrong. And at the end of the day, that's their opinion or what their words are. They should not affect you either way. I'm trying my best to put this in words. Like, I'm slowly getting pissed after reading those like comic sections. Like.
Oh yeah, I mean,
because like everyone, because
this is disgusting.
Yeah, and this point, everyone is in the wrong, but there should not be any death involved. Like, death should not be involved in this situation.
For real.
All right, let's check out the Pepe one. I'm trying to calm down because I'm like shaking. I'm trying my best to hold my emotions in because
I'm gonna say this right now. I could care less about like LGBTQ stuff, but if it's involved like one of them getting hurt, like I support life and stuff like that. If a life like this is being like treated awfully like that, then I'm gonna be pissed because in my eyes they're life. Like, they're a human being like me and you, and seeing them treated like that just pisses me off. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Pepe the Frog one.
Frog, like,
and
Pepe's
after getting
looking out and like you see.
That's oh god, that's not funny. That's not funny.
I really don't get it.
No.
I holy shit. Anyway, I think there's the next one here. This is when it starts to get into discussions about her being groomed, I guess. I think.
What? That's even worse. Might as well have had something worse on top of this.
Yeah.
All right. Does this lead to the same thing?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Everyone who celebrated the death of this person showed off themselves.
Yeah, that is like, again, like, it really just boils down to the fact that like no one should kill themselves. No one should be doing any of that.
No.
Yeah, I understand these people are doing some fucked up shit. And everyone has the freedom to express their anger on that. But like,
there comes a limit, though.
There's a limit to that, man. You can't be just like blatantly telling people to go off themselves like that. That's I don't know, man. That shit's just not. That's not good, man. Like,
hold on, I want to check on what Zeno said. Zeno said something. He said, honestly, most people who are just rude to others for different views are often use the Christianity thing to justify their actions, like hating on gays and gay people and being out flat out offensive to others. And then he said they use their belief and religion as a shield against others, even to themselves, to justify what they do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like honestly, man, it's just almost like they just don't even follow.
They don't.
It's almost like it's like, if you ask me, man, it's almost like they don't read the Bible.
They don't.
It's almost like they don't even acknowledge anything of the Bible at all. They don't acknowledge the messaging. They don't acknowledge the morals.
Mm-hmm.
It's oh gosh.
Yeah. All right. Then Uptown says, I get it. It's okay for you to wish for people to commit suicide. It's not okay for anyone else to do it. Any other Truny Tunes rules?
Yeah, apparently that's like an insult to trans people, I guess. That's they call them tronies. Truny? Yeah, they call them trunies, I guess.
Oh. Well, fuck it. I don't know. I don't know if we should be saying that, but we're really saying.
I mean, we're not trying. I mean, we're just reading it. We're not really like saying it to someone.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Oh God, you said Truny. I'm so offended, guys. I'm abandoning the count because someone said Troon. Oh no. Senta, I understand perfectly that you are too upset about this, and it's not your fault. Is this a kid writing this? I understand too your anger, but that person had a point about the suicide thing you said. Of course, I'm not supporting what happened to Charlotte. I'm just saying. There's a huge difference between wishing pain on someone who's living their life and wishing pain on someone who's bigoted and celebrating an innocent teenager's death. Innocent? It's decided to pursue this disgusting sex mutant. Okay, that's too much right there. Lifestyle. Did it have access to Google? I don't know. Maybe try researching for trans suicide rates and decide if that's a great lifestyle to adopt. Oh God.
That's crazy.
Okay, I understand where they're coming from, but that's not the conversation we're having. We're literally talking about someone being bullied to the point they commit suicide. That has nothing to do with oh God, I hate it when they bring up topics that has nothing to do with topic.
I really, I don't even know what to say to all that, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what's funny? That all of you spend most of your time insulting, attacking, belittling, etc. trans people, yet you fail to realize that the one reason their suicide rate is so high because of y'all killed her. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons the suicide trans rate is that. That's one of the reasons, but there's a most likely reason, but we're not going to dive into that because that's not the topic we're doing.
Yeah, it's
even then
like a whole
that goes into
other rabbit hole.
Yeah, even then that goes
the trail.
Yeah, that goes into politics, and I don't do politics. I only do.
We don't even know shit about politics. I don't even know shit about politics.
Yeah, I mean, I know a little bit of it, but that's mostly because I want to I only know a little bit of it because I want to make sure everyone is safe in the world. Yes. Sounds like he was groomed to death by another sex mutant. Oh God, quit with that fucking word.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Right there.
I would have been fine if they were referring to the groomer, because I don't like predators or pedophiles, but he's referring to a teenager who was innocent. Besides saying a fucked up word, but besides that, the teenager was mostly innocent. Why are we giving her names like that? Can we
click
not?
on the yeah, there you go. So
the scene's very sinister. Okay.
So at this point we're going into the people that I guess were around Charlotte, and they were, I guess, according to Uptown Donkey, sex mutants, which okay. Okay, so this person right here says, I'm low-key a chaser, but because you're trans, that wouldn't make you a chaser. It just make you a desperate transbian. No, I'm literally a chaser. I only date sad, lonely, depressed trans girls, and I love them all to death. I thought you were dating a guy right now. Did he start talking to you about how he wants to be a girl? Also, yes, actually he did. LMAO. He's experimenting with his gender and is currently gender fluid, but I can't see the rest of that.
But wants to be a girl.
But wants to be a girl. I mean that's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
how I don't understand how they can just. I will say this: why are they talking in a public on Discord or not Discord, Twitter?
Twitter. Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is like a conversation they should have in DMs. But I will say this guy right here, this guy is weird. This guy is weird.
In the comments section, in the comment section here it says, FBI should investigate these groomers. This is appealing. A literal grooming dev cult. How old is this guy? And then this guy shows a picture. Has it been made? Hold on. Has it been made public yet? Haven't seen any news. It has not been made public due to the fact that she was a minor. I think it will take a bit longer for the news to come out. How do you know then if the local news didn't show it yet? I'm her ex. What? Probably her closest friend as well. Been in contact with her mother. Okay, how old is this guy? Does it say his age or something?
I don't know. I think we would have to like go out of our way to like look him up and all that. But I think I believe he deleted his account actually.
No, he has
he started blocking people.
No, it says right here that he has his posts protected or something. If this were me, I would not just be locking my accounts. I would be deleting my shit and calling a lawyer. Then again, this will never be me. It shows
that is true.
Protective and stuff like that.
This guy's kind of weird too. I'll be honest. This guy's giving off.
The more,
vibes, I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, the more I think about it. Oh, there's another one. There was another.
Yeah,
one
there's more in there. There's like I think 4 pictures. So
yeah, if Trump wins this November, I would generally be over. It would generally be over for trans people. I'm gonna kill myself if he does.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I think the reason why I'm saying how crazy this is because well, I mean when you think about it, it's literally what happened.
No, that's the guy. The guy.
I know that, but like it's almost like he foreshadowed it almost.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I kept getting EDTWT post on my feed for some reason. Ooh, you want to not eat so bad. The fuck is this? Oh, I don't. Yeah, that's really weird. I don't really know. Yeah, look up that shit. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what it is either. Doesn't say anything.
Put slang, urban meaning. Urban meaning.
Urban meaning.
Right there.
Oh, natural eating disorder associate. No, that's still what it's called. Okay. I guess that's just.
It's an eating disorder.
Oh.
I keep getting eating disorder posts on my feed for some reason. Ooh, you want to not eat so bad.
Okay, now it's even weirder.
That's really weird, bro. What? Update. Apparently, I'm not going till Wednesday, thankfully, so I still have some time. I'm not going to be able to have my phone for a while because I'm going to a psych ward. So if I don't respond to messages, that's why. DM me immediately, please.
Oh, God. I don't even want to know what they did in there.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, all right. Let's check out the other ones because there's like a lot of people are just saying like how this guy is a groomer or something like that. All right.
Okay, so this one is a that one is a post. Like this person, like there was a lot more posts that I wanted to send to you, Jerry, but like this is just one. This is just like some from this guy specifically from shit poster Zeno or Maldoro, however you pronounce this guy. Yeah, this guy was like deep in this rabbit hole. There's like so much more behind the scenes of the people that surrounded Charlotte. It's crazy. But anyway, turn out that this shit is not so far from the reality. Can we stop acting like grooming isn't a thing in the trans community? It definitely is. I want to give a fucking shout out to the toxic trans women who tried to groom and literally kidnap me. I was obviously in a vulnerable state of mind and a minor. I was 14 to 17 at the time, and I was in a lot of trans related Discord servers. I had so many trans women who wanted me to run away from my parents and stay with them or move in with them, that they'll take care of me like a mommy. It was definitely toxic as fuck, and they surely did try to groom me. Some of them trans women thought it was a quirky to mention such TMI parts. Oh, okay. Parts of their everyday life. Um, Shit like, I hope you don't mind if I bring a different man home every night, or how it'll get loud during some nights. Hope you don't mind. Wink, wink.
Such toxic and disgusting fetishes behavior. That is a fetish. Like
That is
I don't
not
know
even
what
a
to,
lifestyle. That's a fetish.
yeah,
That's
that
like a
is.
straight up fetish right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that like some of the people who do transition, some of them do it because of a fetish and stuff like that. I know that's a thing. And since they mentioned grooming, I think Ava Chris Tyson was one of them too, if I can remember correctly. And I also remember seeing a news article where a trans person had like a lot of like CP too. So, and there's
Yeah,
people who are still defending those type of people, saying how they don't exist and stuff like that. The only person I can think of that's doing this type of shit is a YouTuber by the name of Ethan's Online. He tried defending this shit, even pinning it on the opposite sex, when in reality we should not be pinning the shit on the opposite sex or either sex. We should be stopping it. Simple as that.
exactly. Like it's unacceptable stuff here. Um, it's crazy, man.
The comments. Oh, bro, they tried doing it with my little sister when she was 13. I had to take her away from my mom because she doesn't pay attention. They kept asking for our address to send her things. They offered to come pick her up to live with them. This is so sad. This could have been her. Legit a sack. Got American ads right now. It's just only two. Damn.
Yeah,
It's the next one.
yeah.
Okay,
Crazy.
okay. This is the one we already read.
Yeah. There's also something you forgot to link, which then again I didn't really mentioned it.
Right.
Where someone actually found the spot of the bridge.
Oh, I know. Hold on, let me get it then, because that's like the most recent ones. And knowing the context of that, that's gonna make me more pissed.
Yeah, it's
All right, hold on. Let's open these. Okay, that's okay. So these are the final two. All right, let me. What the hell?
okay.
Why are we back to this? Oh, I have to delete it. Okay, then. Okay, we already read this. All right. Long way down spot. A person didn't pay attention to the sign on the bridge. Suicide console.
So obviously, right there from that, he's obviously taunting the person that took their own life.
What the hell? It's like how they ignored the woman only signs.
This just pisses people off. They need to get rid of that. What? Yeah, I'm with this guy. What is going on?
Bro, this is
Okay,
yeah.
no.
I mean, obviously there are people that are like not knowing what the context is, but still, it's crazy.
Yeah. What does this have to do with women restrooms? For fuck's sake, we're dealing with a minor who just died.
Because the reason why they mentioned that is because like there are some trans women that transitioned into a woman that just ignore the women's only restrooms and they go in there.
No, I know what you're referring to because I've seen there's like even a law going around about that, and I actually feel bad for the actual like trans women who actually look like women and stuff like that. So I actually feel bad for them. But besides that, I know why they're making that rule because there's some trans women that don't actually look like women, and they're using that as an excuse to go in there. I even saw a TikTok video of a guy. I mean, I don't know if he is a trans woman, but he looked like a guy to me. Was saying he was being so bold enough, saying how no one's going to stop him from using the women's restroom. That had me sick. Like, how fucking degenerate you have to be to make a video on TikTok and say it out loud. I don't even care if I get flagged for this. Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but yeah, this person over here, he's on the spot. And I think he also made like an update or something, a live update.
Yeah. This is just disgusting.
That's crazy, bro.
What a nice way to represent your anime community too. What a fucking nice way.
Obviously, there's always going to be those types of people in every, not just since anime, but like just every fandom of anything.
Then, so it's inspired by. I'm assuming that's George Floyd. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to dive into that.
I didn't even know they made a George Floyd statue.
Me either. This is just sick. Like,
this is crazy, man. Honestly, this is fucking.
Yeah. I hate people. I don't never understand why they do this type of shit.
Yeah, honestly, it really just doesn't make any sense why people just do this type of shit, man. I don't know. It might be because they're just critically online all the time. But
the conversation where people are just calling me online and shit like that.
Yeah, it's really disgusting, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Well, to put it in short, if you guys are having issues, do not think of suicide. Talk to your parents or call someone who is well able to handle this type of shit. You got to remember, your life is value like everyone else. You're special like everyone else. You're no different than everyone else. You're a person that deserves to live.
Exactly.
Yeah. Trying my best not to tear up. All right. All right. I'll end this because it's really just
I guess
sad.
we could now like go into a more lighter discussion, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you wanted to talk about this, but this was like something about a redesign of a Sonic OC or some crap.
I was gonna talk about that. Hold on, I'm trying to download that shit so we can share it on the podcast. All right, so remember the last podcast where I told you they got rid of PCX, also known as well, that's what they call their version of Sonic the XC in that game. But they redesigned PCX because of the Sega copyright thing. And I'm gonna try to share screen it because I tried downloading it and it wasn't working. All right. So here he is, the new design for PCX. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, I'm both on Discord on my computer and also through there. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a cross between Knuckles and Tails and Sonic. Or no, it just looks like a combination of Tails and Knuckles. Just without the knuckle claws and all that.
Yeah, here's a full one without the shadow covering it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, and the funniest thing is too, I think when I did a little bit of research on this redesign, this is actually the creator's Sonic OC.
I don't know how I feel about that. Should I be cringed the fuck out, or should I just be like, oh wow, that's crazy, man?
No, I just find it kind of cute.
You find it, bro? You're weird. What? You
Mean.
you find it cute? What?
Yeah, because I never thought someone would actually use their OC just to add in a game.
I don't know if I say. I don't know if I use the word like cute to describe this. I would have been like, okay, man, that's cool. I wouldn't. I don't even call it cute though. What the fuck? Anyway, motherfucker said cute, man, to describe this creepy looking creature.
Yeah. And you'd be surprised because there's like little tiny like horror monsters, and I find them cute. So yeah, because yeah, yeah. Overall, I really hope when he does come back, because from what I heard, he is coming back to the game in the next update. But right now the game is like closed down for some reason. I don't know why.
What game is he gonna be in? Like a
Chase.
Sonic game?
No, it's a
Pillar Chase.
Yeah.
Pillar Chase. Where's that?
Pillar Chase 2 on Roblox.
Oh, that's cringe. I lost all interest now. I don't care about PCX or whatever the hell. Like, everything about Roblox, man. It's changed. Like I will say, like Roblox has changed a lot over the years, and it's actually really cool.
Yeah, like it's so cool to the point. Like I'm not joking when I say this. There was a Transformers game, and that game got copyrighted because I don't think it got copyrighted because of like legal usage of the characters. I think it got copyrighted because it was mistaken for an actual game. Like that's how good Roblox games are becoming now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of Transformers, you also want to discuss about a design that was leaked of a concept art figure, Widowmaker. I don't know crap about Transformers all that much. I mean, obviously I watched the Michael Bay movies, but I've never really watched any other movies or any other TV shows about Transformers. But I think the only character I know from like the cartoons and all that is RC, the blue one, I guess, the blue version, and that's only because of you, because you're constantly just I don't know, man. He has like a crush on this specific RC design of RC, and I'm just like, okay, bro.
Relax.
I'm just like, relax, bro. Bro. I don't know, but anyway, though, this leaked design apparently, like I'm looking at it, and I've also seen images of it. I'm like, I don't know that, like I don't get it. Like, is that supposed to be like her design or something? Is that how she's supposed to look like?
Let me share screen. It's a concept design. So to give context to this, before so her this was an idea and a design concept for the Decepticon Stinger. Hold on, let me get him. All right. So because she was supposed to be part of the movie, and in concept and from what I can gather, she was supposed to be the girlfriend of Lockdown.
What the hell?
Get Stinger. This is Stinger. So Stinger replaced her. She was supposed to be in the movie, but Stinger replaced her, and Stinger was just like a recolored Bumblebee.
Really? So hold on. So wait a minute. So the concept art version is a separate thing from that orange car thing for this Transformer?
Red, but yeah. I'm trying to get like a full image of them. Yeah, like they're both separate characters and separate ideas.
What the heck?
So Stinger's in the movie was just supposed to be like a replacement for Bumblebee, but that didn't happen because Bumblebee kicked his ass. But for the concept art, this was supposed to be Lockdown's girlfriend, and from what I can understand, she was supposed to help Lockdown hunting down the Autobots, and yeah. This is a concept character, meaning that she never appeared in the movies, and this is from a toy line, a studio series called the Concept Art lines, and that's the same line where we got the concept art Bumblebee movie Megatron and Bumblebee movie Rumble and Frenzy. Let me search it up. Okay, Transformers Studio Series Concept Art line. Why did my stereo went off?
All right. I don't even know, man.
All right, so here's the Megatron.
Technology's weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not seeing anything. I still see the. I still see the.
What?
Yeah, on the screen.
Because I have it on one thing and not like the whole Windows. Hold on, let me go to Windows.
There you go.
Okay. All right, here's the Megatron one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, does that mean you couldn't see Stinger while I was talking about him?
No.
Oh my gosh! All right, let me show you Stinger. Let me show you Stinger. Oh my gosh! Hold on. AOE. All right, so this is what's. Oh, it's right there. Hold on. This is what Stinger looked like from the movie.
Okay.
So just a red version of the Bumblebee design we got in that movie too. And hold on, there's also more concepts of her, but they used the helmet one we saw. So hold on, let me get more concepts. Yeah, so this is Stinger. Fucking hell. Okay, so that's Stinger. There should be cards right here. Oh, I guess we're not gonna get concept done. Oh my gosh. Why did they show the concept right here?
I don't know anything.
Concept art. All right. What the hell? Oh, fuck it. Let's just go. Okay, so this is the studio series. Concept art Megatron. Yeah, so he was never in the Bumblebee movie, but there was like a leak image of this model with ice on it. So they took that model and made it a official Megatron design of what he would look like in the movie.
So that Megatron design was gonna be in the movie?
Yeah, because there was like a leak. Yeah. Because this was still in the development where they're trying to connect it to the Bayverse, but they eventually decided to scrap it and just make it its own universe. No matter how much the people behind it were telling you that it's connected to the Bayverse, when in reality it's not.
What the heck? I mean, why would it be? Because like the designs look drastically different from their regular versions.
Yeah.
From the Bayverse.
Yeah. Yeah. And as someone who collects Transformers figures, I honestly think this is a beauty. Like, I honestly want to get it now. When I first saw the tease for this figure, it was only showing the legs, and I was like, oh no, this is probably going to be a blocky Transformer figure, and not like from the concept arts. But I'm willing to give it a side because for some reason, when it came to making Age of Extinction, they don't focus on how the toy needs to be done, because they mostly just ignore the car parts and just make the robot model, and then they just, because basically in the movie they don't like transform how they used to in 2000. Was it 2007? I think it was in 2007. But nowadays they just like morph into the vehicle instead of transforming.
Yeah, this is what it is. What it is.
Yeah, and that's the reason why she has car parts, because in the concept art, I'm gonna try to get it. So in the concept art, right here, she doesn't have any car parts.
Your screen isn't showing it.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no, we're having technical difficulties.
No, it's just okay. I'm pressing Windows. I'm not doing that. Okay, so all right. Actually, no.
That's crazy, bro.
Entire screen. Give me the entire fucking screen. Okay. So, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just go to the figure. Because, okay, to put it in short, I like this figure because it's trying to be like the concept art, but its limitations. When I first saw the leak of it, like the legs, I thought it was going to be a blocky transformer, but after looking at it, it's better than what I expected. But for the concept art, like I said earlier, she doesn't have any car parts because this was the during the time where they were focusing on the robot mode and not like the vehicle mode first and see which part of the vehicle will fit into the robot.
Yeah, that's yeah. Sounds
Mhm.
about right.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm actually excited for this figure. Because it actually looks good, and I do want it in my collection. And knowing how there's like Transformers custom fans out there, they're probably gonna use that head for maybe like an RC mode or something like that. And to be honest, the whole Studio Series concept art was already a thing. Well, it wasn't. It didn't went under the name of concept line. It was in the toy line too. So hold on, let me search up. Okay, Transformers 2007 RC. She was supposed to be in the movie, but she got replaced by Ironhide. She got replaced by Ironhide.
Okay.
And this is what she was supposed to look like in the movie.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, I would prefer this design than the Revenge of the Fallen one. And if she did made it into the movie, so when in the ending of the 2007 movie where one of the soldiers rides the bike, that would have been her. That would have been her in that scene.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Let's get the 2008 design. Wait, no, that's animated. I like the animated design. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, I would prefer that design over these ones. They don't look that good. Like especially in the face region, right here. This
Like
is
I
one of
don't
the
get it. Were
face.
those things supposed to be evil, or were they
No,
supposed to be like
they were
the
Autobots.
Decepticons?
They were Autobots.
Autobots.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, at the time, I didn't like this design, but the more I look back on it, I'm starting to appreciate this design. But yeah, I still prefer the concept art version because it looks a little bit better. And I was like thinking about making my own version because there's like this concept art where she has like a faceplate like Optimus Prime has, and I would prefer, and I think it would look cool on RC. Okay, not that. that would have looked cool on RC, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so overall, I'm actually excited for that figure.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like when it comes to Transformers in general, like I don't really collect a whole lot of them, but like freaking one day I would love to get a Studio Series Grimlock. I mean, I think those things are hella rare nowadays, but
Oh yeah, I would love
it's
to get the Studio Series Grimlock, but I don't know. It's the colors I don't like, so I just get like the deluxe class of Grimlock.
I love the colors on it. I really love the colors on it. Like it looks all worn out. It looks like it was been through some crap. I like it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Um. Oh. Actually, no. We're on the topic of figures, so we might as well like. Is there any other figures? Oh no, that's the only ones. I guess we could just do jump into the project since they count as figures. So, I recently announced a title for the project that I've been doing, and it's called the Exiled Rebel. So I'm gonna try my best to.
Is that Star Wars?
No, it's not Star Wars.
Oh, Hogwarts Legacy.
We'll talk about. Oh yeah, that's a game thing. Crap. All right, then I'll save. We should have mentioned that during the PCX topic. Oh well, we'll mention that later then. All right. Before we get to the project topic, Zeno said something here. He said some Bayverse designs are absolutely atrocious. Wheeljack, why did it did to my boy? But some designs are absolutely awesome. Shockwave, my beloved. Yeah, I can agree with that. Wheeljack design in the Bayverse is just like Albert Einstein.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and there's some. Here's the thing too. There was also like a concept art. Okay, not concept art, but there was like something along those lines where they actually made that version of Wheeljack accurate to the G1 source. Hold on, let me get it because there was like a toy. Because it was. Here's the thing too. It was released in I think it was in Japan or China. Oh, in the comics they did it too. In the Bayverse comics they did it too. They made him look like Wheeljack. I'm gonna share a screen. I'm gonna share an image of him. All right, share screen, Windows, no, entire screen. All right. So here's Wheeljack, what he looked like in the comic continuity. I mean, I don't know if this is still canon or not, but from what I heard, the Bayverse comics are connected to the movies. Well, some of them are. All right,
Okay.
so this is that's what he looks like in the comics, and this is what he looks like in the movie. If I can get, all right. This is what he looks like in the movie.
If it'll load. Oh, there we go.
He's just I see that properly. I don't know. I prefer like the old ways of like looking up images, because nowadays it's just, what is it, one-sided.
Yeah, not to mention
Here it is.
not to mention whenever you visit wiki, like this the fandom wiki, you start to lag out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so can you see the picture?
Yeah. So this thing just looks like an old man.
Yeah.
And
so they reused that mold because there was a toy for this guy, but it was canceled during the third wave. Oh yeah, someone made a. Oh, that's a cool design. All right, so, but they brought the toy back for Age of Extinction, but just like a curse or a thread thing, I don't know what you call that. It never made it to American markets, but I think it made it into or Chinese markets. So hold on, let me search the toy up. Transformers, Wheeljack, Age of Extinction, Transformers Age of Extinction. I don't know if I'm going to use the packaging for this. Okay, open the link. Where is he? Okay, here it is. And the link. All right, so this is what he looks like in the toys.
okay.
I don't know if it's just you or I don't know if it's just me, but when I look at this figure, I don't think of a Transformer. I think of Bionicles. I think it's because of the head.
It looks like something from Halo to me. Like it looks like it could be like a Spartan or not even. Actually, no, not Halo. It looks like something from Destiny. Actually.
Destiny.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I can agree with that because some Bayverse designs are okay and some are just like awful.
That's crazy. What's it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm actually glad Zeno brought that up because I don't like. Besides what people say about the Bayverse, mostly because they're just J1 fans, we just mostly ignore them. But besides that, the Bayverse was actually pretty good. All right, now let's talk about the project. So let me just get the title, so we're going to share screen it. Okay, the title. You're welcome, Lowell. All right. Say you're part of the podcast, even though you're part of the comics section.
Bro thinks he's part of us, man, but he ain't. The Exiled Rebel. Dude, this straight up like sounds like something from a Star Wars episode or something.
It's not supposed to be, but since you mentioned it, I might as well like change it if it was like, I don't know. But overall, I'm gonna try my best to explain what the project is. But I'm gonna get my notes for this. So the project is inspired by these medias. It is inspired by Transformers 1 because the main characters have a combination of the characters we have in Transformers 1, Orion Pax, D16, and along with the personality and the friendship of Kaiju number 8. I forgot his host's names and his best friend's name. Yeah.
But their friendship.
It's been a while since I've seen the show. I just finished the series and I'm just waiting for season 2, man. Okay.
Bro, I have the manga here. I won't lie to you, I'm blinking on the name, but okay.
I'm gonna butcher his name. Kafiki
Kafka, you dummy.
Kafka. I can't pronounce Japanese name, okay? Yeah. Kafka and Reno. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Yeah. That's the character's dynamic, and that's kind of ironic too because Kaiju.
What about Shinomiya?
Shinomiya? The
Oh no,
yellow
not Shino. Yeah, Shinomita, the twin
yellow-haired
tail, the
bitch.
twin tail girl,
Yeah,
man.
I know what you're talking about. Maybe, maybe,
Maybe this nigga.
maybe. Because I am thinking
I
about.
like how as we're talking, because like I have like, well, not all of them, but like 5 of the issues of Kaiju number 8.
Yeah. Poor Zeno.
I read them all. I
Yeah.
read these all back in like 2020, back when
Mhm.
before the COVID thing was a thing. But yeah, it was a crazy time.
Yeah, but I am thinking about adding like a female character into the story. But besides that, yeah. And the reason why I say it's ironic because one of the main characters is Kaiju number 8 because Kaiju number 8 is supposed to be. Think of Kaiju number 8 as like the like I'm not saying he is, but think of it like he's like okay, he's the main character along with Zilla or Gino as I'm gonna call him because I kind of find that name more interesting and I want to use that name as a way like I don't know like it's a way of developing his character because for Gino's case he used to be part of a console I don't know how to pronounce that.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, was part of a console, but was exiled, and it was exiled, and I'll give and the title is supposed to be a reference to why he got exiled.
Okay.
So originally I had an idea of where the characters work for the mines because I wanted to be a reference to Transformers 1, but I realized that's way too used for often. So the idea I have right now, I won't spoil it because again, it's a project in the making. Instead of mining for materials, they are going on hunts. They're hunting materials, to simply put. I want to add a little bit of Monster Hunter in there too. So yeah.
That's crazy.
And yeah. And to let you guys know, these characters like Kaiju number 8 and Gino, aka Zilla, and other characters do have their powers, but they only use it for a last result, so we don't have.
So let me get this straight. These characters that you're mentioning, they're like, are they original or are they characters that already exist and like you're just like
characters
taking
that
them and, like,
are already characters that already exist. I'm taking inspiration from like mostly the childhood YouTubers I grew up with and like Monster Island buddies, kinda. The cute Mario.
Oh,
Bros.
so like okay, so you're using like toys or whatever to showcase this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got
And
it.
since you
Okay,
mentioned
that
it,
makes sense.
yeah. And like I said, I'm trying to tone down because I know some of these characters are like really OP and I don't want that rooting the story because again, so what I'm going to explain next is that they're not actually the characters from the medias. They're literally just toys.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And think of it like, and here's what I want to say. That idea is inspired by not only the Lego
Sending
movie,
it to
but
the Matrix,
also
guys.
Stranger. Not only
Nah,
the
it's
Lego
because
movie, but
it's because he started lagging out for a second.
Oh, okay.
But we
But
can hear you now. But
that
yeah.
idea. All right. But that idea is like also inspired by because the reason why I say that because I was thinking about how do I make this work and stuff like that, and I thought of combining two of my favorite things, the Lego movie, because in the movie they show like a portal where they go into the real world and they can't move and stuff like that, and then Stranger Things where there's like an alternate universe that shows like the human world but deserted and abandoned and stuff like that. Like I want to combine those two things, and that's the universe that the toys are living in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that's
so it's like a Toy Story ripoff with like a bit of Monster Island buddies and everything else like that.
No, not really a Toy Story ripoff because there is no human characters. Like there's no.
Oh, so you don't even interact with them?
No, it's gonna be done by stop motion and camera view.
So okay. Bro, I'm over here listening to all this, and I'm just like, wait a minute. So it's like that then or something? I'm like, okay. No, I mean, I guess that's better because like a lot of people just straight up just copy like Monster Island buddies and just kind of have their hands in there. They don't even bother hiding them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
but overall, yeah. So, yeah, it's also inspired by like a couple of YouTubers that too, like Transformers Creations. I think that's what the YouTuber's called because he does something like that too. But besides that, yeah, the world is different from ours. I mean, technically, their world is connected to ours because, for example, how are they new toys in that world? Well, simply put it, once a toy is created in our world, that toy exists in the other world. So they don't have to.
So it's like
I mean,
food
they can,
fight.
but
That sounds like the same logic as food fight. Deadass. If the
really,
if the,
I've never.
if the product doesn't exist, then they die. If the product exists, they live on and whatever. It has that same type of thing.
You mean if the product doesn't exist, they don't exist, but if they exist, then they exist.
There's more to it than
I'll
that,
be
but it
honest
sounds
here.
straight up like yours. It sounds like you.
I'll be honest here. I never watched Food Fight. I've never seen that movie.
I've seen it once, and it was a treat. If you have, let's
Like,
just say, if you have some things with you, if you just have like, you know, maybe some Smirnoffs or something with you, then it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a grand old time. Like, holy crap,
I
bro.
already watched that movie while drinking.
You have to watch it at least once in your life.
Yeah. Zeno said sausage party, which no, because there's no like from I can remember from that movie.
Sausage Party is a whole separate like thing from it. Like it's not really similar to it.
Oh god. Yeah, and from what I can remember from that movie, they use drugs to interact with the humans because for some reason the humans can see them or something like that. I don't remember the plot for that movie, so no, it's not like that.
I never
Like,
really.
when I say
watched it.
Stranger Things
that movie,
inspiration-
unironically is trash. I really don't like that movie.
So when I say like Stranger Things, I really mean Stranger Things. Like I'm telling you, their world is like connected to ours, but we can't see them or go to them.
Yeah.
Like think of their world as like our world, but instead of like us, humans, animals, and dogs like that, it's just all toys. Like even like how is their like ecosystems and stuff like that? It's being ruled by toys who are animalistic. So dinosaurs, like for example, Rexy from Jurassic Park is going to be an animal and it's going to remain an animal.
Okay.
And the character, so I might as well just confirm the characters in the story. Let me talk about the dynamic of the characters without spoiling it. I mean, then again, these might change in the future, but yeah. So the character dynamic is a little bit like Transformers 1 and Transformers Animated, where that's all I have to say. Transformers Animated. For those who've seen Transformers Animated, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's like that. They work together to help each other, and then we get to the ending and stuff like that. So, the characters in the story, like I said, one of the main characters is Kaiju number 8, who will be voicing by our lovely friend here, Eric.
That's crazy. Why'd you say it? Why'd you call me lovely, bro? That's some gay shit.
I wasn't trying to.
You could have called me anything else. You could have called me awesome, epic, godlike, the godly Eric or some weird crap. But the lovely though.
Yeah.
What the hell, bro?
Anyways, he's not gonna be just voicing Kaiju number 8 because I've been thinking about this. Bolton is in the series, and to put it in short, just like how there's like speculation if we have alien life out there, it's the same thing in the toy world too. But this time is confirmation because there's toys that's based around aliens.
So there you go.
And Eric will be voicing a Bolton too, but not right now, as I'm just focusing on one story at the minute, and maybe season 2 or season 3 will be featuring the Bolton.
Yeah. Anyway. No, but this Exiled Rebel thing sounds interesting. I'm sure people will find enjoyment in it.
Yeah. So yeah, the main characters Kaiju number 8, Zilla, aka Gino, and that's kind of it at the moment. Like I do want to have my new friends involved, like Taco, I think that's his name on Discord. Taco
Fucking Taco.
something.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean Gomez? Gomez is
Yeah.
he goes
Oh,
by
that's
Gomez, but
Gomez.
like people call him Taco because that's his username. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah. If Gomez wants, I want to get my friend Gomez in this, but if he doesn't want to, that's fine. And I want to try my best to get my other friends in here, like Gino or Alpha Trion, as he's called on YouTube, because I am thinking of like actually making a custom figure because Alpha Trion, aka Gino, not Zilla by the way, he actually goes by that name on Discord too. His favorite character from I can remember is N from Murder Drones, and there's no N figure instead of a little statue. So I'm thinking about buying that statue and making it into an articulated figure if I can. But yeah, that depends how far the project goes and without spoil. Yeah. Also, the console, I don't know how to pronounce that word. The console. Yeah, my speech impediment is fucking me over. But besides that, technically the whole console is Godzilla's. The one I can tell you that are officially in that console is Godzilla 2000, Final Wars, GMK, 2002/3 Godzilla, and Legendary Goji is in there too as part of the console. And their role is simply like the same thing we see in Transformers 1. But I want to try to make it, I want to try to make it different because I don't want the characters to be killing them because it doesn't make sense because I don't think anyone will agree with like murder and stuff like that. And I want the character, and I want this to be like, and I want to have a moment with the characters where they can like relate to each other and stuff like that instead of like exile like they did in Transformers 1.
That's crazy. All right.
So yeah, that's all I can share right now, and I'm actually proud for this project, and I hope it gets, and I hope I can, like, I'm in the works with doing episode 1 at the moment. Just right now, I mean, yeah, I might do episode 1, a pilot episode or something like that. But besides that, if there is a shockwave, I will voice them. Yeah, I am doing Transformer projects, and I might get you to do that too. But yeah. But
yeah,
there is some potential. Like there might be a Transformer season 2. Besides that, until I got everything down, that's gonna be it for my project.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm gonna.
This is one thing. This is. Or you still going?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this, and then I'll let you talk. From the previous podcast we did, I mentioned how it's based around our lives, and it still is. I'm just trying to find a way to balance it out where some of this is like inspired by our lives, while it's a little bit of fantasy in there too.
No, we're obviously, you got to add a bit of some of that. Obviously, like when it comes to stuff like that, like it's I feel like stuff like that would work, honestly, especially with the kind of things we do. Now. I was about to say, like, if we could, like, I don't know if these were suggestions that you added, but, like, I don't know if we could skip those for, like, next podcast episode.
Yeah, I was thinking that, too.
Because, like, we could, because this one I wanted to discuss about is going to be a long-ass one. I feel like it's going to be, like, well, not really a long-ass one, but, like, it's going to be long.
All right.
I think you know who we're going to be talking about this. Because I want to talk about this person, and ladies and gentlemen,
just to let you know. Actually, should we put warnings, or let's put the warnings first?
I mean, if you want, I
want to do it just in case because I know shit is gonna go downhill when we talk about this person. So we're gonna let everyone know. Don't go harassing or criticize this person when we tell you about this because this person is well known for getting her fans after people for simply criticizing her. So. Just leave
this person, this individual will literally go out of their way to make your life like as savory as this sounds. I urge you people, do not go after this person. Just do not go after this person. Because realistically, and like this person's unhinged, so don't just don't even bother, please. I urge you people. We're gonna be discussing about a person who goes by the username Samgoji, and we were told this by some people on my server, my Discord server, and I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with what I do. Like a long ass time ago, I used to do DeviantArt critiques, which I mean, I have like a 2.0 series of it, but that series kind of died. I mean, I would love to. I mean, I don't know. I would probably go back onto it, but like anyway, I used to do DeviantArt critiques, right? And someone recommended me this person's account, and let's just say this whole thing is gonna feel like a DeviantArt critique video right now, because this person has some very interesting drawings that we're gonna be taking a look at, and some interesting fan fiction that we are also gonna be looking at.
Yeah, I already downloaded like 4 of them. So let's just show the drawing off first, because holy hell,
it is insane.
Yeah,
we're gonna look at this, guys. It's gonna be as I used to say in my DeviantArt critiques, be sure to carry your bleach because you're gonna need it. We're gonna be looking at some interesting drawings here, guys. So let's showcase.
It's just one, but yeah. Here it is. I'm not joking when I say this. This is literally the song. I mean, no, they go by they them, but even then that's stupid. Oh no, it's not working. Dude, it's the drawing is not working. Like it's not going with thing. Hold on, let me try it again.
Hold on, you're lagging out also a bit. I've noticed. Not terribly, but like you are lagging out just a bit.
No, I know. Hold on. Okay, so it's not letting me share the picture, so I might as well just do it on Discord. All right, share screen the shit. Here it is. Oh my gosh. Here it is. Right. In the quotes of I forgot his name. Crap. What is his name? Gonyu? No. Gontu. From the words of Gontu, what is this abomination?
That is the precise way of describing this. Because this is a drawing. This is a drawing by a 24-year-old woman, by the way. This is a grown woman who made this drawing of, apparently it's supposed to be a hybrid or like a fusion or something. It's supposed to be Kong mixed with Godzilla. And
no, it's
apparently
not even
the context.
Oh wait, it is. Never mind.
It's apparently the context with it is that Kong and Godzilla got busy and gave birth to this thing. That's literally the context. And
first of all, how? That's my question mostly. How?
I don't understand.
Go ahead.
Like there is just so much with this design. So I want to go into the design actually. I'm looking through it through my computer right here, but this is insane right now.
Child.
Oh no.
I don't. Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't think of I think of like a literal like gorilla with dorsal plates and a tail. I don't think of a little rat like that.
That looks like a straight up rat. It looks like a sewer rat or like some sort of possum or just it looks like something else. It looks completely different. It doesn't even look like Godzilla. It doesn't even resemble Kong. It's disgusting. Let's take a look at the let's actually take a look at the descriptions here, because this is an interesting bit of nostalgia for me, because it looks like something you see from DeviantArt. Vihan, child of dawn, he, him, or they, them. As far as can you correct me if I'm wrong? Isn't it true that the point of identifying as a thing, you can't really like identify as more than just like he, them, she, them, or some shit? Like isn't he him or isn't he him enough or they them enough? Like, why does it have to be both? Like,
Yeah.
I
Even
don't
though
know.
this is
I
an
don't know
animal
too much about
too.
that. But that's
For me, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't even care if I get flagged for this. It's an animal. Why are you giving it pronouns? It's a freaking
it's
animal.
not, bro. I'd argue it's not an animal, dude. It looks like it looks like a damn mutated piece of shit. Like it looks so bad, bro. I don't
It
get
does.
like okay. And then all right, let's look over here. Eyebrow ridges, scutes, ears, tufts, aggression similar to Drom. I don't know who Drom is or what that is, but okay. Nose, fangs, intelligence similar to Kong. The nose does not look anything like Kong. Is if that nose is supposed to be Kong's nose, then holy, they got it wrong because that is not Kong's nose. It
That
looks like
looks like
it
a.
looks
That
like a
looks like a.
legit rodent's
Yeah,
nose.
that's what I'm saying. It looks like a rodent's nose than a monkey nose.
Okay, and then tail and eyes mixed with Drum and Kong. Who's
Who's
Drum?
Drum?
Is that not supposed to be Godzilla or is it supposed to be something else? Because I remember like the
I
context. It was
think, yeah, unless that's a nickname for her. No, because didn't they say like she has her own version of Godzilla's? So maybe that's like her
yeah,
own version.
Drumzilla maybe something. I don't know, bro.
Dromzilla.
The point, man. I don't know, bro. It's freaking atomic bubbles currently. Are you serious?
Oh, they're
Are you really
referencing little
serious?
Godzilla.
Oh yeah, okay. So all right. Vihan adolescent adult, 50
Adult.
meters. Has an
Yeah.
overprotective attachment to Echo and Ebony.
What the fuck are those guys?
Who are those people? What? Has anger issues, but Dev tries to mean well.
Tend to visit his parents.
Okay, so Kong and Godzilla died.
Tends to visit his parents' grave a lot. That's crazy. Overall, very physical, like Kong. Similar porcupine attack like Drum. Berserker like state similar to critical mode. Shoots fireballs.
That does not.
I'm assuming that blood cum stain on right there is supposed to be the fireball right there.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
No, hold on.
that's-
Wait, no. Hold on. No, that's not it. Because look at the atomic bubbles one. It has the green thing, and there's like a green thing on the shoot fireballs too.
Are you serious? Is that supposed? What? That does not even look like it. What the
Yeah.
frick? Okay, bro. That's crazy. Is there more? Is there more drawings? Or
No, this is
we
the
weren't
only-
able
this is the
to?
only one. No, this is the only
Okay.
one. Unless you want to read the fan fiction of some kind of.
Yeah,
free
we're
item.
gonna check out the fan fiction. We're gonna check out the fan fiction right now.
Alright.
Yeah, this is Jesus.
Blood in the soil. You read. Hold on. Let's read after each sentence or whatever the hell it's called.
Dude, this is bro. I've read okay, ladies and gentlemen, chat. I've read a bit of this paragraph. I've read a bit of the story here. It is the most like unorganized, like it is such a mess, this whole fan fiction, guys, that it legit gave me a headache. It legit gave me a headache of how just bad everything is with this fan fiction. But we're gonna read to you guys this fan fiction because this is just, oh my gosh. Because essentially if I'm gonna be tortured reading this, I want all of you guys to be tortured listening to it. So we're gonna get to this right here, bro. Blood in the soil. Okay, I was tired. I don't know if you can zoom in. I don't know if you can zoom in through your through the screen here. Yeah, there you go. Just drag it up. Yeah, there you go. Because I'm also on the image too, so I'm just like reading it right here. Okay. Blood in the soil. She was tired, so tired, and rather desperate. Despite some of her wounds, she fought hard. Her and Godzilla fought against the alien dragon, despite not being fully energized. She was to watch over her young, and yet Ghidorah had taken it away. He stepped on a few in pure glee, eating a couple. and also destroying the rest of with the gravity beams, all in front of her and her mate. Godzilla did not like that. She did not like that. They tried hard to. They tried hard for that. Try to say that, bro. Just
They try
listen to
hard
this real
for
quick.
that.
Listen to this. Godzilla did not like that. She did not like that. They tried hard for that.
That sounds like Skylar's commentary.
Like that's so, bro. I don't like. I don't get it, bro. Okay. Anyway, the experience was new. They could try again, yet it wouldn't be the same. She tried to leap and bite onto Ghidorah, except she got caught in the neck. She gave a pained hiss. Jeez, bro. Okay. So already from that first paragraph, that's like we're just getting dropped into the action, I guess. We don't even like who cares about the characters, who cares about anything. Just dropped into it. Like not even nothing established.
Yeah. The right head held Rin. Who the fuck is Rin? By the
Who's
neck
Rin?
and left clamp on her arms. Her other arm was free, and she used her claws to slash syringes.
Cirrus? Cirrus? I don't know. I'd say Cirrus or something.
Oh my gosh. Cirrus in the eye, despite his own. What is that?
Winces. I don't know, man. This is fucking.
Yeah, he wouldn't let go. Her own ribs ached from. Wait, what the fuck happened there? Wouldn't let go of her own
arms. Her own ribs ached from being slammed and pierced a few times.
It was her and Godzilla's nest that. I don't even want to read this anymore.
Notice how it's like all over the place. Like this whole thing is so over the place. You have to like really take your time to read this. It's like usually when reading something, it's so easy because like you know the English language, but like this just doesn't like it has the English language, but just also has it all over the place. The sentences is all over the place. It's so bad.
Mm-hmm. They
I thought you were
destroyed their precious life. No, I was not trying.
You got lost. You're trying to find.
Oh, they're sweet little ones. They drew Godzilla a couple miles away like trash. She had heard the middle head laugh, quite ashamed. You fight. What? You fight back hard, but no matter it means nothing. A couple eyes darted to his side, distant roars of her mate coming in close. Angry, she snarled, but it was cut off by an instant grub.
Gurgle, dude. Gurgle, man.
Gurgle. Gurgle part. What the fuck is this? Gurgle part of Ghidorah's shaped sharp tails, both of them stabbing into her gut before it repellents, but quickly stabbing into her a couple more times. She felt the blood dripping from her stomach and chest. She coughed up blood, but remaining firm. Her own tail swiped. Soul, who had merely grunts. She heard Godzilla screech, a bit barely, her own haze, and then she was let go and slammed into the ground by a few cracked eggs. Wait, why? Where did the eggs come from? Her little ones,
bro. Everything is just coming at us like instantly, bro. We don't even know who anyone is. Who is Godzilla? Who is Ghidorah? I don't know.
Her little ones, a clawed foot had creeped up to her mid region. What? And stabbed into it. She had wheezed very weakly, not paying attention to whatever discussion was going on. What? And then in the quick movements of claws, she couldn't breathe properly. Blood, so much blood, and then she was kicked into her mate.
directions. A small gray egg was with a tiny crack under her motionless form, but she didn't have energy to move. She was lying down on her side, immensely bleeding. Her mate was by her. He simply nudged her. His distress sounds being continuous. She simply
Continuous.
gave a heavy. I don't know how you pronounce that. She simply gave
Oh my god.
heavy exile. She simply gave a heavy exile. Her eyes losing its own glow. It could have been perfect.
Bro,
I sound like a
this
kid
whole
reading
paragraph messed up your whole way of reading, bro. You freaking exhale, dude. What do you mean exile, dude?
Why?
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. I'll read the rest of this point, man. This is already like a mess. Like, this is such a mess right now, dude. We don't even know who any of these characters are. We don't even know what's going on. Why is this happening?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Please, no, or please, no. He continued to nudge her despite the blood staining the grass and on his claws. On the grass. Are these monsters like human sized or are these like giant monsters? Because you wouldn't describe it as grass, you would describe it as the ground or something. To showcase how big they are or something. Anyway, and on his claws, his sweet perfection, his beloved, Ghidorah had taken his kin before they even experienced life. He had seen Ghidorah laugh at him, stare at him. He had pleaded with anger. Not her too. Watch her die. He couldn't get the rest of his words out before Rin was disemboweled before his eyes and kicked like a doll to him. And he couldn't control his despaired screech he had let out as he quickly approached her, gently shaking her, nudging her, anything her eyes had starred at his, and still did despite it not having its life that made him so filled with joy. His joy was now pure, raw, and unfiltered grief. Rin, please, Rin, my beloved. Continuous tears has his clawed hands covered his head in a sort of migraine. Okay, what's the next one here?
He couldn't control.
A sort of migraine couldn't control. Ghidorah's cackles echoed in his mind. His own mind didn't pay attention to what the alien was saying except, "Look what you did." His crying growls had eventually turned into snarls. His usual eyes started to glow bloodshot. Who gives a shit? Bro, that little statement. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about this whole thing, bro? What is going on? Why is this happening? Should we care? I don't know. He curled within himself, his body shaking violently, ignoring the closing footsteps of his enemy. This is so bad. Oh my gosh. This is like some like creepypasta, like early 2010s like type of creepypasta shit, bro. This is like some edgy shit. Like the freaking bloodshot eyes. Apparently the eyes get glow bloodshot. How do they glow bloodshot? Is that even a possible? Is that even something that could happen? Glowing bloodshot eyes?
No, I don't think so.
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
Ghidorah
bro.
stepped right in front of him. Soul has scoffed as Orion. Who is this Orion?
And
Orion and Cirrus, bro. Who are any of these characters?
I have no idea.
Remained silent. Besides, yes, obscentional chuckle. Oh, get up! I'd like to see you suffer in our jaws next. Orion simply gave a crackle. cackle after that.
Cackle.
Soul gave a hiss. His own head lowered. Wait, that's the Ghidorah's head? I just realized. That's supposed to be one of the Ghidorah's heads.
Wait a minute, really? Hold on.
Yeah, because read it. It says, lowered his head. The only character with long necks is Ghidorah in that story.
So
no,
you're
I
telling
could be
me
wrong.
that these things have a name? They each have a name.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
That's so fucking dumb.
Just call it Ghidorah. Why do you have to give it different names?
That makes
Like
no sense.
maybe if they're like separate entities, maybe, but like Ghidorah's one entity.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's really
Mhm.
I don't get it.
To trembling figures below, he was getting rather bored. Oh, Goji, you should have done better. A shame you would die screaming. The soil will remember your blood. No, soil heads.
Soil?
What? Am I reading that right? What is
You're not reading anything right, bro. You're like just
I'm
kind
trying my
of.
best here, okay?
I don't blame you, bro. Look, man, I don't blame you. This whole thing is written like of a freaking like a edgy 13-year-old wrote this, man. But this is a 24-year-old woman we're talking about that wrote this whole thing. Not to mention, this person doesn't know how to put any punctuations or anything like that in her freaking thing. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to accuse anything here, but I'm just saying, bro. I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to do that, woman? Do you know how to do that, Sam? I doubt you do. Anyway, this is so crazy, bro. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Should we even continue this shit? I don't even know. You can. I
want to read a few and then we'll stop there because I want to.
Yeah, because this is already a mess.
Yeah, already a mess, and it's been like I don't know how long we've been on this podcast. But, yeah.
For real, dude.
All
This
right.
is so.
Mm-hmm. No. What did you mean by no? What? What? In an instant, Godzilla's claws whipped at Saul's forehead. Yeah, I was right. That's one of the Ghidorah's heads.
It's wiped.
Wiped at Saul's forehead. Yeah, I was right. That's one of the Ghidorah's heads. And
That's
the alien
crazy.
reared back up, a snarl and other disgust at the movements. Saul's eyes widened in the slightest of fear as he saw Godzilla's body quite literally burning in the seas. Is this a recreation of King of the Monsters?
I think so. You see, bro, King of the Monsters, man, Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019, bro. Like that brought nothing but cringe, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Michael Dougherty, bro. He kind of fucked up the MonsterVerse with his little fan fiction movie.
I still like the movie. Anyways, Soul's eye. Wait, where the fuck was he? Okay, yeah. His eyes, bloodshot and flames. What? How's that? I don't understand that. Veins aggressively showing. Godzilla's head.
What the hell? Was he bulging or some shit?
Yeah,
Was Godzilla bulging out or something? Was he crash? He's about to crash out, bro. What is this?
Shouted at him. All the souls will remember is your blood and your screams. Ghidorah as the whole roars at him. As at the response, this threat was laughable, but it had a meaning. A gravity beam shot out of Sorrow's, but it missed.
Sorrows, it's Cirrus or whatever. I don't even know how to pronounce that name either. Cirrus.
But it missed its target as Godzilla had quickly dodged and bolted towards the alien. Or your next.
Bro,
Okay, no. Let's just end it there. That's way too much.
All the soil will remember is your blood. Wait, what? Hold on. Let me recreate that again. All the soil will remember is your blood and your screams. That made no sense. But then again, this whole freaking fanfiction made no sense. And why should we care? I think we're gonna end it off right there, bro. We gotta just stop.
That
We gotta
was,
just stop.
dude. I like how
I
you-
could not read the rest of that. I just
Yeah.
oh man, that's so, dude, that was so bad. I can't believe it.
Dude, I like how we gone from serious to funny at the end.
Well, to be fair, we started talking about a messed up fucking puppet, or not a puppet. It was like a plushie. It's a puppet.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I
man.
meant to say. It started as fun and lightly, dark tone, and then went back to fun and lovely. What a roller
Much,
coaster
yeah, bro.
ride
That's how
that
it is,
was.
man. That is crazy though, bro. This whole thing, man. I don't know, man. Maybe one day in the future we'll read the rest of the fanfic, but as of right now, man, I just don't even want to, bro. It is so just it hurts my brain. It hurts my head, bro. I can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's just hope the next podcast I'm not like take care of someone's dog and you hear like a bunch of noises in the background. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're freaking like, I hear like a bunch of like, I don't know, bunch of plates and metal just clanging all over the place.
Yeah, that's my cousin's dad doing something. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but yeah.
For real, you see that? But yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, locked in a
So-
clock or something.
No, he's just drinking soda.
All right, what were you gonna say?
All right. Yeah, we're just gonna end it here. Yeah.
All right, so anyway, guys, thank you guys for stopping by for this. What is the second episode of the Boys
No,
in Green
I mean-
podcast?
I mean, if you want to count the pilot, but technically this is like the first episode.
I guess so, but I mean, I like to think of it's the second episode. The
Alright.
pilot title is just trying to be ironic with it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, we've been your host, Ericzilla 1999, and
Hyoji, the green kaiju.
Hyoji the Green Kaijin. Hope you guys enjoy this, and we'll see you guys in the next episode where we'll talk about, I don't know, we'll probably talk about the Paimon voice actor that got freaking replaced by AI.
What?
No, I mean that's something you'll wait until the next episode. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next one. Sayonara.
All right, see ya. Bye.